I don't know who needs to hear this, but here are 5 signs that you're being lied to by the guy you're dating.
Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So in today's video, we'll be talking about how to know if your man is lying. So you guys have put the videos together so that you watch and learn. So I'll be back to share my true sense, like what I think about today's video.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but here are 5 signs that you're being lied to by the guy you're dating. If this came up on your For You page or you're stalking, it's probably because you need to hear it. 1. Inconsistencies in their stories. If there are things that they are telling you that don't add up, don't make sense, feel like they're missing pieces, most likely they are, and is a huge red flag and indication of a lying or fake story. 2. Avoiding eye contact. If they're like looking away, they don't want to look at you, they're not looking you directly in the eye, that is a huge red flag. He can't even face you. He can't even look you in the face. Another sign is unusual habits or behaviors or pattern changes. This person is usually very upbeat and they become very low-key, chill, nonchalant. Or the opposite, they're very low-key, chill, nonchalant, and they become very high-key, very excited and whatever. Most likely it's because they're hiding something and they're lying. Number 4. Being defensive anytime you bring something up or trying to avoid the conversation as a whole. Most likely any information you get out of them will be lies, or they will avoid the situation and conversation altogether and try to change the subject, deflect, etc. And lastly, which I think is the most important, or one of the most important, is lack of transparency. If you're in a relationship with someone, you should obviously be transparent with them, open and honest. And if this person lacks genuinity and lacks transparency, it's going to be extremely hard to trust this person and consider them a trustworthy person in your life. So if you feel like your guy is not being transparent, he's not being open and honest, it's most likely because he's lying or hiding something from you. I hope this helps you guys. Follow to join the Pretty Girls movement. Never settle. I love you.
How can you tell if your man is lying to you? 3 points. Number 1, trust your instincts, especially where other women are concerned. If something seems not right, something seems shady and his reactions are a bit off, then he's lying. A lot of guys just generally do lie when it comes to other women, and a lot of guys will cheat if they're given the opportunities. So basically, don't be weak, don't believe him. 2, his past behaviour. A zebra never changes its stripes. If he's done it before, he'll do it again. Don't believe any of the excuses. Cheats never change, they just get wiser and better at cheating. And 3, his conduct in life in general. Does he tell lies about other small things? Do you catch him bigging up situations in a ridiculous manner? Does he lie about irrelevant things which have no consequence for your relationship? If he's that kind of person, he's a bit of a pathological liar. They spill off his tongue like water off a duck's back, and lying to you is no different. And when it does come to something big, like cheating, messing around with other women, then he's definitely going to lie. Peace.
I'm getting ready to give you 3 signs to know when your man is lying. First sign is he can't look you in the eyes. When somebody's lying, they have a hard time looking you in the eyes because they're afraid that you're going to be able to tell that they're lying. The second sign that your man is lying is that he starts to get angry. He starts to blame and gaslight you, like it's your fault for asking him questions about his own indiscretions. And then the third sign that your man is lying is your gut. Ma'am, we always know when a man is lying, so make sure you're listening.
If you want to know if someone's lying to you, here are some really quick tips on how to spot it. Hi, my name is Emily. I'm a coach. I specialize in human behavior and the subconscious, and these are all subconscious cues. Number 1, they'll divulge excessive information, way more than you needed to know, like you didn't even ask them. Why are they doing this? They're trying to overcompensate. It's the same way someone who's really insecure will start telling you how great they are. They're trying to overcompensate for their own perceived insecurities. Number 2, their face gets itchy. So you'll see them kind of like... So in lie detector tests, what they're looking for is an increase in heart rate. When the heart rate increases, blood goes to the face, and then that can make your face itchy. Number 3, if you pay really close attention and you ask them a question and they look up and to the left as you're looking at them, they're accessing a part of their brain which has words rather than actual images of what you're asking them for. It's kind of complicated to get into, but up and to the left. And lastly, they're going to get really defensive. You ask them where they're going, and all of a sudden they're like, why do you want to know where I'm going? Why are you always so worried about me? These are not 100%, but they are.
The number 1 way to catch a man in a lie: listen closely. This will change your life forever. First things first, shut off your emotions. Stay with me here, I'm going somewhere. You need to shut off your emotions because if you react too crazy to something that he says or he does, right, it's going to tell him he should stop sharing. You don't want him to ever stop sharing until you get all the information. Step number 2, in casual conversation, you ask him an indirect question relating to the specific situation you're trying to get the truth on. For example, let's say you're trying to figure out if he went to go see his ex. Let's say for the sake of argument, it was on a Thursday night. So you ask this, oh, so I remember you're saying that you were at home on Thursday night watching Netflix. What did you watch? Because I'm trying to find some new things to watch on Netflix. What you do is very important. You don't react. Don't call him out on anything. Don't ask too many questions where it feels like an interrogation. Just bank that information in your mind. Let a couple days go by. Bring up another situation that indirectly relates to the topic or situation you're trying to get the truth on. I think they got my pay schedule wrong, but I can't remember. Was that Thursday or Friday that we went out together? Oh, I swear it was Thursday. What were you doing on Thursday? I swear we were together. Let a couple of days go by and continue referring to similar indirect situations and continue gathering information to see if these answers don't match. If the answers are continuously mismatched, you know he's lying about it.
So that's the video, guys. So I'm just here to share with you my true sense, like what I think about today's video. Okay, how to tell if your man is lying, whether it's a little white lie or something bigger. Dishonest can erode trust in relationship. So guys, grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's talk about some of the key behaviors to watch out for. Remember, these are just signs, not guarantees to use them as a tool. So let's start with body language, because as they say, action often speaks louder than words. When someone is lying, they may avoid direct eye contact, or sometimes they overcompensate and maintain too much eye contact. It's like they're trying too hard to convince you they're being truthful. You might also notice racist movement like tapping their fingers, okay, even excessive drinking. Now let's talk about their tone of voice and speech patterns. When someone is lying, their tone can become shaky or pinchy high than usual. They might also stumble over the word, pause a lot, or repeat questions before answering. This hesitation could mean they are trying to buy time to think of the believe responses. Here is another subtitle one: being overly defensive. If you ask a simple question and they immediately rush out or turn it back onto you, it could be because they feel cornered. For example, you were asking, where were you last night? And they respond with you, why are you always accusing me? That's a classic deflection tactic. Another sign is inconsistency, guys, in their story. If the details of what they're telling you keep changing, it's a red flag. Pay attention to those small details. When they were, who they were with, what time something happened. Liars often forget the story they originally told. Watch how they handle silence. People who are lying often find silence unbearable, so they ramble or overshare unnecessary details to fill the gap. It's like they are trying to distract you with a flood of information so you won't notice the holes in the story. And then there's the sudden change in mood. If your man seems unusually cheerful or overly accommodating out of nowhere, it might be good to drive in the behavior. It's like they're trying to overcompensate for something they feel bad about. So another thing is trust your gut. As women, we often have an intuition about these things. If something feels off, don't ignore it. Doesn't mean you should jump to conclusion, but it doesn't mean you're worthy paying attention and possibly having a honest conversations. Okay, so these are some of the signs to look out for if you suspect your man is lying. Okay, and so you guys, I just want to share with you also, like, someone lied to me at a certain point. Okay, so lies always backfire. You get my point. So I remember, by then I was dating. It was a long time. Like, that was, I was in school when I was dating, and we used to live in different states with my boyfriend. So one time I went to town, and he didn't tell me that he's in town. So he came to see another girl in our town. So I was by Japanese. I was eating a pizza. So I just saw him passing. Then I had to get my phone and call him. Where are you? He told me that he's in his state, not in my state. So like, and he was passing with a girl, which we met at a chess tournament in another school. So I just connected everything and I told myself, okay, he's just lying. And I was so mad. So I didn't insist that I've seen you. I never even wanted to tell him because I felt like I'm just wasting my time. You get my point. So I had to call the best friend, ask him, and tell him your friend is lying and all that. Then the best friend was like, no, just go down. You know how friends support each other. So we went back to school and he started giving me distance. If someone doesn't want you, they don't really want you. You can't force. So someone who always come to see me when I just come is not coming. So I remember I followed him and asked, "What's the problem?" No, I have an injury. This is why I didn't come to see you. At the distance, I was feeling it because it's the person like who used to call me every time, but he's not calling. Who used to check up on me, he's not checking up on me. Like we used to eat together, he's not even coming. So I saw everything changed. So later I just confronted him. I told him that this relationship is not going somewhere. I know you're dating someone. I saw you coming in our city, and that day he was so quiet. He was like, "Why did you see me? It wasn't me." Someone you saw in that refusing in your eyes. I felt so betrayed, and I told him it's over. Forget about me and continue the person you're seeing. Okay, because I wasn't ready, guys, to start like fighting with him or maybe trying to force him on me or to stay with me. You stay where you feel like you're comfortable. So I felt like he was comfortable. But anyway, they always come back like we were saying in the videos. He came back, he apologized, but I didn't take him back because I don't do that. I just focused on my life and I never wanted to date again until some years later. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate. So you guys tell me your experience. Did anyone lie to you and how was the experience and everything? I would love to hear from you. So thank you for watching. All I can say for now, guys, is just a bye bye. We'll see each other in the next episode. So guys, bye bye.